Hey everybody, Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. I was doing an update on all the weather that we're going to be having soon, and we do have some advisories coming out. I believe this will be Winter Storm Flynn because of the impacts that it's going to be given, and it will be the name. And they only give the names according to the impact, so it has to be having certain impacts to even get a name. But let me go through this real quick, and I'll show you exactly what's going on with the snow and the rain and the thunderstorms that's coming with this system, and it's coming very soon, Friday and Saturday. Now, accumulating snow is expecting Friday night into Saturday. A complex storm system will bring periods of light snow Friday night into Saturday morning. Some impacts are expected mainly on Saturday morning, as much as the snow will fall overnight. Winter weather advisory is in effect from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday, and that is Central Time. The total snow accumulations is 2 to 4 inches for southwest to east central Iowa. From 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday, plan on slippery road conditions, hazardous conditions, and it could impact the evening commute. Northeast winds also will be 15 to 20 miles per hour and may cause some minor blowing and drifting snow into Saturday morning. That's for this advisory. We also have the advisory up here in Michigan. Winter storm watch is in effect from Friday evening through Saturday evening. A heavy wet snow possible, which is bad because wet snow it means power outages, guys. Total snow accumulations of 5 to 8 inches for portions of central and west central Michigan from Friday evening through Saturday evening. Of course, a slippery travel, low visibility, and scattered power outages are all possible. Snow will come in waves over the course of the Friday evening through Saturday evening time frame. There will be lulls in the precipitation, with Saturday morning likely being one of them. The heavy, wet, and sticky nature of the snow may bring down tree limbs and cause power outages. This is especially a concern on Saturday when northeast winds increase to 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 30 miles per hour. The worst of the conditions will be likely from Saturday midday into Saturday evening. And also over here in Wisconsin, where I'm at, Chicago, you're in the same thing as we are over here. We have a lakeshore flood watch that's in effect from late Friday night through Saturday afternoon. Significant lakeshore flooding is possible for us as Sheboygan, Ozaukee, Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha counties from late Friday night to Saturday afternoons. Numerous roads may be closed. Low-lying property, including homes, businesses, and some critical infrastructure, may be inundated. Some shoreline erosion also may occur. In Chicago, you also got the same thing. From late Friday night through late Saturday night, significant lakeshore flooding is possible in Indiana, Lake Indiana County, in Illinois, Lake Illinois, northern Cook, and central Cook counties. From late Friday night through late Saturday night, large waves combined with high lake levels will lead to minor flooding of parking lots, parks, and paths along the immediate lakeshore. Additionally, a 1 foot increase in the water levels is possible along the river mouths, the canals, and ports along Lake Michigan. They also have a big gale watch over the lake. Big gale watch is in effect from Saturday morning through Saturday evening. There will be northeast winds from 20 to 30 knots with gusts up to 40 knots, and waves could be 8 to 13 feet is possible. Most of the open waters of Lake Michigan south of the line of Rock Island Pass, Wisconsin, to Charlottesville, Michigan, from Saturday morning through Saturday evening. Strong winds can cause hazardous waves which could capsize or damage vessels and reduce your visibility. So be aware of that if you're in that area. These over here is just a little freeze advisory. They're going to be gone by the morning, and this is a dense fog advisory. Nothing really big. Now let me go through what you're going to have on this impact, and then I'll show you real quick what your snowfall totals will be and who's going to get what and where. Now, if you look on the top left, you can see this is today at 7 p.m., and I'll go through a little faster for you. And as the system moves through, you'll see it heads towards Nebraska, heads towards Oklahoma, and it starts dropping snowfall. The snowfall actually starts in New Mexico, and it starts dropping pretty heavy right there. It gets to a low light phase, and then it gets heavy again when it gets towards Iowa, when it goes towards Illinois, Wisconsin. You can see how heavy it really, really does get. Now, come tomorrow morning, this is what you can expect. Saturday morning, we got all this rain coming in. It's moving to the east, and it's covering the whole half of the USA. And the snow is moving in with it as well. Now, if you watch, this is right around noontime tomorrow. This is when the storm starts reaching way up to the Midwest, and we start getting that in-between rain and that thunderstorm and that snow line. And this is all the way at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And you can see how they got the line. So it's a very thin layer of snow that's going to be coming of an area, but it is going to be heavy. And certain spots of where it does fall, it actually can be super heavy. So it all depends where you're at. But either way you look at it, it's going to be a wet snow, and that's going to be some power outages. Now, this is looking all the way at 7 p.m. The storms are now moving up, but they have been in the south for a number of hours. But altogether, it's only going to be about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall through all these storms that you see move across these states. So it's not going to be super heavy where you got to watch out for flooding, but it will be 1 to 2 inches of rainfall throughout the whole period. Now, when you get into Saturday morning, that's when things start changing with the temperatures. As you notice in the Midwest, you still have the storms that just passed through Chicago. If you watch Chicago, you'll get those storms moving right through you. But then the temperatures are changing right on the freezing line of the snow and the rain, and you start getting more freezing rain. So Saturday morning really is where you're going to get more chances of that wet snow, especially for Iowa. You get a lot of heavy snowfall, so a lot of it could be wet snow for power outages, so be aware of that. Now, this is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. It's still going to be moving through. You're still going to have storms all the way into Michigan, and I'm sorry, Northeast, you're not going to be seeing anything but some possible freezing rain out of this whole thing. But there is a second system that's coming, and there is a good potential that it will be coming towards y'all. But this is what you can expect from the rainfall, and plus the storms that are moving across with this is going to be some hectic low storms. It's going all the way from Illinois all the way to Louisiana. So that's a lot of storms passing by. And this is tomorrow at 6 p.m. And then as it moves through, it's going to go all night long. It's going to be hitting Tennessee, Kentucky. It's going to go all the way to Indiana, Alabama, Mississippi. And this is all the way to Saturday morning at 7 a.m. when it finally starts clearing out from the south, and it just stays as a Midwest problem. Now, let me take you to what I have for you as far as the snowfall totals. That way you can see exactly what you're getting and how much you are going to be getting. Because a lot of y'all are going to be getting 5 inches, and some of y'all are just going to be looking at 1 to 3 inches. It all depends where you're at. Plus, if you look in the Northeast, you still have snow that's already on the ground. Still, you still got an over an inch for Pennsylvania. You still got an inch for New York. A little more in the upstate, but Maine still has over 3 inches of rain. Over 3 inches of snowfall that is still accumulated. And we still have New Hampshire. We still have Vermont. They still have their snowfall that's been there already. Now, this new snowfall that's about to fall down, it's going to come in, like I said, it's going to start right down here in New Mexico. So I'm going to play this for you. Let me get it forward a little bit so you can see as it moves forward. And this is all the way until 6 p.m. tonight, and it's going to start moving in. And right when you get around midnight is when it gets past Denver, and then tomorrow in the a.m., right around 10 o'clock is when it starts messing with Nebraska and Oklahoma. But as you can see, just for the northwest of New Mexico, you're going to be getting at over 3 inches. Everybody else is going to be about an inch, 1 to 3 inches. It all depends where you're at. But there is going to be heavy spots that will be over 5 inches. Now, as we get into tomorrow night around 6 p.m., and you will notice Pennsylvania and New York, some of your snowfall has melted down since then. But this is when the snowfall really is going to start, is tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's going to start spreading across, and this is the path that it's going to take. And the system's going to be sitting here for a while, spinning, and it's going to be pulling that cold air down. And this is right at the early morning for Saturday morning. And you already have over 2 inches there. You have 2 inches in Wisconsin. And that's just right near Grand Island. You're going to be getting the snow first. And very south of Wauwatosa, or west of Wauwatosa for Wisconsin, is where you're going to be getting your snowfall. Now, you're already going to have a couple inches also in northern Michigan. But the heavy snowfall, like I said, will occur tomorrow. And all this will add up. Now, as we get into the afternoon, if we're still looking at Saturday morning, this is around 6 a.m. Then it starts doing some heavy snowfall, and we're looking right below Cedar Rapids to the west of you. That's really heavy right there. That's 4 or 5 inches of snowfall. It's very thin areas of who's going to get heavy snowfall, who's going to get the light snowfall. And I know everybody wants the heavy snow, but not everybody's going to like this snowfall. This is going to be very wet snow. It's going to cause a lot of power outages, and it's going to be a big problem, guys. But I am showing that out of the whole thing, Michigan definitely is the winner as far as all the snowfall, because they have the heaviest snow that I can see. Now, this is the heaviest part of Wisconsin, is all the way in the south, all the way in the north of Illinois, and you got some all the way in the west of Illinois. You have 5 inches in Iowa. You also have Nebraska. You're going to get a couple of inches. But when you get up to Detroit, and you see exactly what Michigan is getting way up top, they got some spots that's going to get 10 inches, some spots 9 inches, some spots 7. But the rest of this green that you see is 3 to 5 inches of snowfall, all right? But as far as everybody else in this area, you can see where you're going to be for the heaviest snowfall event. And it is going to be 10 inches in some spots and 9 and 7. Now, a lot of that could be some of it from the lake effect snow, because like I said, there will be up to 40 knots, which is about 50 miles per hour wind gust that will be coming off of the lake that will be going over Michigan. Now, for Wisconsin, Milwaukee, it looks like you're only going to be getting 2 to 3 inches, but it's a very thin line. When you get close to the lake where you're going to be the flooding, it's not even showing anything but an inch. Madison, about 3 inches. Right below Rockford, right above Dixon, you're going to be getting a little over 3 inches. Also, when you get in towards Burlington, you're going to be heavy. And also for Des Moines, you're also going to be showing a little bit of heavy snowfall. You're getting over 4 inches. Leon's getting over 5. Burlington over 4. It's a very hit and miss snowfall. As you see, it starts off heavy from New Mexico. It spreads out. It goes over Colorado. It goes over Nebraska, Oklahoma. And then when it gets towards Iowa, it starts getting heavier, the snowfall totals. And then it gets a little bit of the North Illinois, southern Wisconsin, northern Michigan, and nothing for the Northeast, because it all goes to Canada at that point, guys. So that's what we're going to get from this storm, and I will keep it up to date as far as what we get from the next storm, because the next storm is going to be even heavier snowfall. And then plus we have, after that, we have that southern push of cold weather. So I'm still hoping for that southern snowfall myself, because I remember how it was down there. It's a very exciting time to get that snow once every 10 years. So that's a little crazy in itself. But God bless you all. Hope you all have a great day this evening. Have a good morning this morning. Whoever's getting snow, I hope you all have a great time in the snow. Make sure you have your flashlights and candles and everything ready, because there will be power outages with this wet snow. It's going to take limbs down. It's going to cause power outages, guys. Now, this morning we went over Matthew 23. This afternoon we're going to read Matthew 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are all beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor even shall be, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then in any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there. Believe it not, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in a desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, he putteth forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass, till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, that were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what your hour your Lord doeth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Amen, guys. God bless you all tonight. I hope you all have a great night tonight. Whoever's in this snowstorm, hope you have a good time. Hope you keep your power. Do me a favor. Share this to people that do need this help. Let them know what's coming, guys. All glory does go to God. Amen.